And we're off. Just leaving the beautiful town of Soriano al Cimino. Today, walking mostly in woodland. I've heard that it's incredibly beautiful. So, looking forward. Let's see what today holds for us. This morning we're walking from Soriano al Cimino to San Martino al Cimino. It's about 18 kilometres, mostly through the most glorious beechwood. We start the day climbing Monte Cimino itself, which is about 1,052 metres. So we'll take it nice and slowly, keep a steady pace, and just enjoy the woodland. Favourite thing. As you can see, glorious sunshine. I avoided the storms, decided being above 1,000 metres in rain, thunder and lightning probably wasn't a good idea. So we're going to enjoy the benefits of sunshine, light breeze, about 28 degrees. So we'll see how it goes. Woods around here are actually UNESCO protected natural heritage site. They cover a large portion of Monte Cimino, so they're incredibly well kept. The paths are fantastic. I'm walking obviously Route 103, but there are numerous trails all crisscrossing this mountain. Overall, the path is an easy walk. It's a couple of steep places, but in general, it's a nice, easy gradient, and just beautiful walking. There's just no rushing the walk today. It is so beautiful. Just bumped into a local chap, an older guy, who absolutely raced past me. So he's clearly slightly more used to this than I am. Compared to the first day, it's chalk and cheese. Completely different. Much more enjoyable. Much more enjoyable indeed. So now we begin the climb. We're about 850, 860 metres, and in the next 2 kilometres we finish at 1,052, but it's beautiful. And here we are, 1,052 metres above sea level at the top of Monte Cimino. Strictly speaking, the trail doesn't come here. It passes about 200 metres away, but it would be churlish not to come up to the top when you're that close. The top is actually a tower which has been closed for years. But if you could get up, you would be above the treetops and you would have a fantastic view. But as it is, we just have to stand here and admire beautiful beech forest. So we have the first bit of steep descent. In general, it's not too bad, but this is a little bit on the steeper side. So taking a little bit of care and definitely using the poles. The ground is a little bit slippy underfoot, so that extra stability is very, very welcome. Well, we missed a sign, so I'm a little bit too far down the path to actually go back and try and find it again. So I'm following another trail that goes parallel to the one that I should be on. It's quite steep, but it joins in about 800, 900 metres, so not too bad. We came back to the path. The trail that I was following was marked on the map, but the reality was very different. It was absolutely impassable. I could have carried on, but it was starting to just become more and more difficult, and I just made the call. Yes, an upright piano. What actually amazes me is that somebody brought it here. That took some doing. So we're out of the nature reserve now, onto more open paths. Had a little bit of road walking, not too much. And we're now heading towards Lago di Vico, one of the volcanic lakes in the Cimini Hills. Looking forward. I'm going to see if I can find somewhere soon to stop and have something to eat, have a bit of a rest. A well-deserved rest. So this particular section through the forest is part of a nature trail. So every couple of kilometres they have chairs, benches, tables. I'm just taking advantage of it. I didn't really have a long stop for lunch, so I'm probably going to stop here for about half an hour. Just chill out, enjoy the surroundings, and have a bit of a break. Nice rest. Not too long, just about 20 minutes. And back off. Very obvious first signs of autumn coming. The first leaves on the ground. While I was sitting there, you could hear the leaves sort of dropping through the canopy. So incredibly relaxing. But, so we're now doing a slow, steady ascent up to the rim of the old volcano, and then we walk along it for about 2 kilometers before I will then turn off and head up to San Martino al Cimino. So we're now walking on a small track following the road. In a couple of 100 meters we're going to cross the road and drop over the rim of the volcano for Lago di Vico and walk along the inside edge. Crossed over the road and now heading down, technically on the inside of the caldera that contains Lago di Vico. On the inside of the rim of the volcano, dropping very steeply off to my left side, and just beautiful woodland. Not sure if you'll be able to see it, but there you go, first proper glimpse of the lake. All of this flat land in the foreground is a result of draining the lake, which I remember reading that it was done during the Etruscan period. And the sort of mountain hill off to the right that you can just see there was once probably an island in the lake. This is where I leave the official route. The route continues in that direction, but I'm going to head in this direction to San Martino al Cimino. So I basically just need to cross back up, gain back all the height that I've just lost, and then cross the road and head down the hill, probably about 2 kilometers to San Martino, and that's where I'll stop for today. So this is the path I'm taking back up. What joy. This has been the steepest 250 meters I have walked in years. Almost made it to the road. It's about 350 meters in total. It's a little path back up. I've gone up nearly 120 meters. First time I've had to use my hands, literally, to pull myself up a couple of places. We made it, finally. Across the road, and now we're going down the hill. The path down is almost as steep as the path up, but the evening light is coming through this beautiful woodland, and I'm just in heaven. Back out into slightly more open woodland. My knees are taking a bashing with this route. It's pretty steep. And coming at the end of the day, all of this downhill is not what I was looking for. So we're about 10 minutes out of San Martino, and that beer is feeling ever more welcome, very definitely. And there you have the gate into the southern end of San Martino. To the right, what's left of the old monastery, and then to the left you can see the Abbey Church. The Abbey Church of San Martino, and the end of today's walk. Cheers.